right, you guys. Last year, whenever I did the alligator skinning video, I told you that my friend Ryan Olson from Whitebone Creations was gonna do the European skull mount. Well, the head went into my freezer and it's been there ever since. So we just got talking on the phone. I'm like, man, just fly out. We'll have a good time and we'll do the video right here. So what's the first step?
You want to get rid of as much tissue as you can now. Anything you take off now will be less to boil.
So you're trying to separate the top jaw from the bottom jaw.
Yep. Now you've got two pieces to work with. So that's good. Essentially, you're just trying to get off as much as you can. It's just gonna speed up the entire process.
All right, so we've got our tin.
And then I give all of it a little bit of dish soap. And all that's gonna do is once we start boiling, we're gonna get all them fats and everything, and this will just kind of help separate it so we're not boiling oils in, we're pulling them out.
Yeah, so that's a degreaser.
Just a degreaser. I use laundry detergent, OxyClean. If people get caught up in what to use what you got.
What do you do next?
Just give it time. When you're ready to go, you're gonna start to see the skin on the nose split. When it separates from the bone, we're ready to start power washing, essentially.
So it's pretty cool, you guys. We took the head, thawed it out. It's been in the freezer for over a year. Thawed it out to room temperature. Took a little knife, cleaned off as much flesh as we could. Then we submerged it in this water with palm olive dish soap. We use this as a degreaser. Now we're gonna simmer it until it starts to split. Pretty cool process that I've never seen done before.
Yeah, it's cool. Should be beautiful when we're done.
So what's the next step?
So you can see how our jaw, or our tissue is starting to pull away from the jaw. Next step, hook up the washer. We're just gonna power wash it clean, like we're trying to take paint off concrete or moss off the side of a house.
Cool. So we went to Home Depot, bought this little Ryobi power washer for like $119. The 10 pot was 15, and then I already had the cooker, so under 200 bucks we're in action. So at first I was wondering, why would you wear like foul weather gear? Now I know.
Yeah. I use this as an example, right? So it's like cooking a piece of fish with skin on. As soon as that skin starts to slip, it's ready. Same here. Once that skin starts to slip on there, we're ready to rock.
All right. So you've got most of it cleaned off there. What's the next step?
Swap it, get the details off the jaw, put this one back in, give it another go, then color badge.
Cool.
Yeah.
I didn't understand what he said, but I believe him. The whole time here, I'm just watching you. I've never done this. I am watching. And if you guys want to know in detail how to European mount anything, antelope, deer, elk, raccoon, bobcat, whatever, go check out his channel. Subscribe, because he has some awesome hunting, fishing, and then cooking, and now, you know, Whitebone Creation, creating skull mounts. All right, you guys, well, he's getting it pretty much tightened up here. What's next?
Color batch. We're gonna add some 40% by volume liquid peroxide into the boil, and it's gonna whiten and degrease.
Cool, let's do it.
Let's give it a kid, because we won't see much of that.
He's done this before.
Face is white, so if you
Oh, look at that. Everything now just comes right off. Wow. That's incredible, y'all.
The longer it's in there, the longer it's in there, the more it's gonna attack that tissue and loosen and loosen and loosen.
Okay, let me show you guys something real quick. If you can zoom in on this. So you know how a snake has pores in his nose where he can sense heat?
Okay.
An alligator has these pores all over the front of his face, and he can sense vibration with that. They have a very, very good sense of smell, but they can sense vibration. So he can literally be laying just under the water or right at the water's edge at the surface. He can sense even the slightest vibration, such as a bird landing or a fish swimming by. Bow! And they're lightning fast. So it's just really cool to be able to see this.
Yeah. That's the apex predator, man. Hammer is a tool, and every tool is a hammer.
You can see so much detail in the bone now. It's amazing.
That's the jaw.
So that's done now.
That's done.
Wow,
That's done.
so
We're
cool.
gonna let that dry and then we'll mop and glove. You can start to see where it's already drying, how much whiter it already is.
Oh yeah. Look at that. What a beauty. Man, that peroxide really does an amazing job.
Yeah, it's key.
Wow. It's amazing to think that, you know, an hour ago that was just a full head.
Right.
Incredible. So one of the things I've learned while he's doing this, you don't want a pressure washer that has too much PSI. That's why he uses one of the smaller ones. He's able to remove all the flesh without cracking through the bone or blowing the teeth all apart. He clearly knows what he's doing. All good?
All good, man. Let her dry.
Now you just let it dry.
Yep.
Wow, that's incredible. I love watching somebody that's a professional, a pro at their craft. I didn't know how to do this. That's really, really cool.
She'll be sweet when she's dry.
Good, good, good. So I say we put this sucker up here, let it dry, and we go for a buggy ride.
Okay, let's do it.
I've seen a lot of European mounted alligator heads. No doubt this is the best one, and I'll tell you why. 99.9% of all alligator heads that are Euro mounted, the teeth come out. And so then what happens is when the teeth come out, they just start plugging teeth wherever they want them. Wherever they fit, they'll put a tooth. This is perfect because when this alligator opens his mouth and shuts it, you can see up here, there's indentation, there's perfect slots that these teeth fit in. And the reason is, when that gator catches something, kapow! It's got over 2,500 pounds of pressure per square inch, and it locks. These teeth are not made for chewing. They're not made for cutting. They're made for holding on. And then once the alligator catches something, it either just crunches it up and swallows it, or if it's too big, it'll grab it and just start spinning. It'll spin it off in big old chunks and swallow it down. I can show you this. This is a perfect joint that the alligator mouth hinges on. That's where the spinal cord comes out the back. That's where the backbone attaches. And the brain, which is only about as big as the tip of your finger, sits right in here. When people hunt with me, that plate is so solid that if you hit it with like a 44 Magnum or a 357, a lot of times it'll just mushroom right on top. So I always tell my hunters to hit the animal in the back. Here, it'll go in, break the neck, sever the spine, kill the gator instantly. But I want to give the biggest thumbs up, the biggest thank you to Ryan Olson from Whitebone Creations. I've never seen this done. It's absolutely professional. Thank you so very much. You guys, if you've never checked out Whitebone Creations, hunting season is right around the corner. Whether you're killing wild hogs or deer or antelope or elk or anything else, this guy is the master of making a European mount. And anyone who doesn't understand hunting, hunters are the largest group of conservationists in the world. This property is 3,000 acres. We spend thousands upon thousands of dollars taking care of our game. We're not out here killing indiscriminately. And I represent the vast majority of hunters all over this world. If you take away the hunters, you take away the game. And that's all I've got to say about that. This has now been preserved forever, and it will sit in my camp as a reminder of a hunt well done. Everybody, I thank you so much for being a part of Deer Meat for Dinner. This isn't something that we do. This is who we are. And I love each and every one of you. Take care, God bless. We'll see you soon. We're gone.